So here we have my project here for psychology. We have our 10 concepts of psychology in an art project. So to start things off, I wanted to start with the very bottom. We have parts of a neuron starting with a cell body slash nucleus body and its dendrites. It then goes on to the neural impulse that is with the axon and its myelin sheath leading all the way up to those terminals. So I have that represented here just all around. I thought it would be good to have and to incorporate in my piece. Next we have react and remember. That phrase is in regards to the phrase is in regards to the limbic system and sympathetic nervous system activation. It also refers to the amygdala and the hippocampus. Next we have, if you look closely, it says fast and slow in the ribs. So at the top it's fast because I had that in regards to her heartbeat going faster due to anxiety, and the thing that's slowing down is her digestion. I remember learning that throughout our semester and just being amazed by that fact, so I wanted to incorporate that in a very small and easy way. Next we have the vodka in the hand in both reflections of the girl. The vodka is in the hand as a source of her own form of pain reduction. The endorphin release is what the girl wants to soothe her emotional pain. It's also a form of coping, but a negative form of coping. So after that we have the brain areas. Those are all diverse. So the first one being drink referring to the prefrontal cortex telling her what to do, giving her actions. Feel being her sensory part of the brain, and that being, obviously feeling. And next we have, see with the occipital lobe, regarding to being able to see things. And forget. I put forget in there as a form of her forgetting her trauma, but also it's in regards to the temporal lobe and her memory and trying to forget those traumatic memories. Within those brain areas, I have the girl's hippocampus and amygdala highlighted. I have that highlighted because she is going to be going through a fight or flight series, or a fight or flight activation. Something has triggered her. As you can see, there's lots of words in the middle. There are things in her mind that are going to trigger her. After that, highlight, I have, I have the safety alarm going off, and that's in regards to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. In this case, her safety is at risk. She feels like there is not a feeling of safety in her environment. That's all it is for that. After that, we're going to come right back down over here to the synaptic transmission. It's being represented here by showing a neuron being sent through the axon terminal. And as you can see here, we have the synaptic vessels and then the synaptic cleft and the receptors on ion channels. Right behind that, if you notice, there are, I also forgot a little line there to draw in. There are little lines and stars making connections. Those connections are actually brain connections and any sort of neurons being passed through the mind, whatever that may be. After that connection, it can also go into neuroplasticity, but I don't want to go too deep into it. Now, on the mind of the flesh part of the girl, you can see there are some things like a date, words hurt, there's a fist, there's a broken bottle and a sound around it, certain key phrases, and those are there to be sort of a sense of implicit and explicit memories. Implicit being the date, and I wanted that to be in regards to an anniversary to a traumatic event for her. So that being the date, and all these other things around it are the explicit memories she remembers from the traumatic event. After that, I have, give me 1 second. Right after that, I wanted just to point out in the middle, there's these words in the dark blue paint, and that is kind of just to symbolize depression being waved in between her body through all of her life events. And there's just all of these negative reinforcements disguised as positive in the middle. There's people saying things like smile more, let it go, don't be sad, just be happy, things like that. And how that can affect a person, because it's not always so positive as people might think or intend. It can actually leave a negative impact on their journey. But here we have the entirety of its painting. Right here I have the eyes crying to kind of symbolize, you know, she is sad and she is going through things, and those tears kind of come down into the middle of her, as you can see. So yeah, this is my entire project. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, thank you.